Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to be understanding relative and absolute cell references. If you've ever copied a formula and gotten weird results, this video is for you. Let's use this simple price list to demonstrate. Alright, so we have a quantity column B and a price column C. We want a total column D. The default in Excel is a relative reference. This means when you copy a formula, Excel automatically adjusts the reference cells based on new position. In cell D, we're going to type equals to B2 C2. Enter. We see the correct total for the first item. Now, we're going to click on 2. We're going to drag on the fill handle to D4. Notice how each cell calculates correctly. D3 uses B3 and C3. D4 uses B4 and C4, and so on. The cell references changed relative to where we copied the formula. That's relative referencing. Now, let's introduce a scenario where relative referencing causes problems. Imagine we have a tax rate in a single specific cell. Let's say we put a 10% rate in cell E1. We want to calculate the tax amount for each item. So in cell D2, we try a new formula equals to C2 times D1. The calculation is correct for the first item. Now, just like before, drag the fill handle down to D4. The other cells are wrong or show errors. So if you double click D3, you see the formula is trying to use C3 times E2, but E2 is empty. The E1 reference shifted relative to the new cell. So this is where absolute references save the day. An absolute reference locks a specific cell so it doesn't change when copied. You use a $ to lock the column, the row, or both. So go back to the formula in D2. We need to lock the reference to cell 1. So we change the formula to C2 times $ before the E and $ for the 1. The $ before the E and the 1 tell Excel always use column E, always use row 1, no matter what. So we press enter and then we drag the fill handle down again. Bam! Now every cell calculates the tax correctly because they're all referencing the single E1 cell. The C column reference remains relative while the E1 reference stays absolute. This means your spreadsheet's dynamic and easy to update. And that's the core difference between relative and absolute cell references. Master this and your Excel life gets a whole lot easier. Okay guys, that's all for today. Thank you and goodbye.